Our mission does not stop at the moment of the emergency, and while we consider the international conventions establishing the individual rights of refugees and asylum seekers as great achievements, which have to be safeguarded, we realise that these means are not adequate to deal with the mass expulsion and massive flights and exodus. New legal instruments have to be developed. That was what the Lieutenant of the Grand Master of the Order of Malta, Fra Giacomo della Torre, said during an audience with the diplomatic corps accredited to the Order of Malta at Villa Magistrale in Rome. It is not acceptable that the average duration a refugee stays in a camp is longer than 12 years. New resettlement policies have to be elaborated. Our task as an institution with a history of humanitarian assistance is to help, receive and support its victims, as well as to condemn every attempt to manipulate perception of this reality. The issue of migration and refugees was at the heart of the morning in the presence of 100 diplomats representing 64 countries. We have recently appointed 2 ambassadors with the specific task of keeping the spotlight focused on this illegal transport of people, Fra Giacomo della Torre said. And in Italy, after the earthquakes that struck the central regions, our volunteers intervened and still continue to meet the needs of the affected communities.
L'anno che si è appena concluso è stato un anno complesso.
The year that has just ended has been a complex one in the life of the Order. We have initiated a process of reform of our constitutional charter, which requires time and commitment. As I indicated to Pope Francis during the audience he granted me last June, the process aims at being as inclusive as possible, and its pillars are the reinforcement of our spirituality and the strengthening of our governance to keep pace with the times and to better face the current humanitarian challenges.
Del sistema di governo per meglio affrontare la nostra epoca e le attuali sfide umanitarie.